And 2 years ago, after September 11th, the entire community here changed, both the civilian and the military community and the school community. So I thought my role became more of a cheerleader and a picker-up of the pieces, because kids were falling apart and parents were falling apart.
Got a couple of kids of my own that live in Illinois, and the idea of them having someone to talk to, and it's outside of the, it's outside of the family unit, and it's safe to talk to them, and they know that there's no repercussions or anything like that. It's just a safe place to vent or whatever. To be able to turn around and provide that for somebody else, that's pretty awesome.
I think the number one thing I see is loneliness for children. They're so used to going home to a mom and a dad, then dad will be gone, and mom all of a sudden will take on the role of dad, mom, car mechanic, cook, yard worker, whatever. So the kids are missing one key element, which is one parent who can spend some time with them. The other thing is the fear factor. Our children live daily on the fear that the parent won't come home, whether it's mom or dad.
My dad and I like to barbecue. I help him, and usually when it's cooking, every second he gets, he would play football with me, and he would tell me to go out far. I would go out like 20 feet, and he'll tell me to go out like 3 more miles.
We kind of keep the humor up too, but it's really changed our whole kind of way we look at the world. Things aren't as important as they used to be anymore.
I'm proud of my dad because he's fighting for our country, and he's helping support our family.
It's got to be really cool for him to go, I've got like this older friend, with the experience and whatnot, and I can share this stuff with him, and he's actually paying attention to me. And it's that one-on-one attention, and it's completely undivided. And then as far as what I can provide for him, quite honestly, I'm just gonna have my ears open and just pay attention, because he's gonna voice his desires and stuff, and then you just build off of that. So just got to be an active listener and go from there.
What I know is this is the 100th anniversary, and we will be the first school ever to have a Big Brothers and Sisters on a military base. But I know it's been around for a long, long time, and I know the benefits are wonderful for kids.
The positive role model's still there. His dad may not be here, but the role model's still there. But at the same time, the physical presence alone, to have somebody to look up to and see that, my dad's not the only, good guy out there, that there's a bunch of them. Then he knows that that's not the exception, that that's something that he can inspire to, and that he can turn around and grow up and be the same way.
Our children don't have someone to go home to, and if they can spend 1 hour with one adult, it's going to really pay off in a myriad of ways to us. Most of our kids go home and it's going to be TV or a video game or go outside and play, because the parent in the home has so much to do. But to know that somebody's going to be there for them every single week is going to make a world of difference for our kids.
I want my big brother to help me with my homework, and then we can watch a movie.
Being a 9-year-old boy, I reckon we're going to be spending some time on a playground. So I'll be getting my PT in by running around the track, and the football and the soccer ball and dodgeball and you name it, things like that.
About 85% of our kids here have at least one parent in the active duty. When that parent is gone, it's a big void for them, but to know that another military person can come in and take dad or mom's place temporarily is going to be wonderful.
But as long as that vibe is there, that it's not a replacement, it's it's here's there to help, that's should be an awesome thing. That when they come back and they find that, yeah, this was a good thing. And then they may in turn turn around and participate themselves.
I also think the Marines are going to have kind of an understanding of kids that we don't have, even as I've done this for 8 years here, but they have a certain understanding of what it's really like to be there and what it's like to have kids back here. So I think just the fact that we can match a military person with a military kid is going to be much different than matching a civilian with a military kid or vice versa. Because I don't think civilians who haven't been around a community like this really know what it's like for these kids.
As far as helping, another Marine family try to fill a gap, that just falls along with our philosophy. We take care of our own. Sorry. It's a big deal. We take care of our own, and we don't leave anybody behind. And that includes families. And that's what I'm doing, taking care of my own.